What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders, entrepreneurs, hustlers, college graduates, anybody trying to make something out of nothing. I wanted to take this time to show those that been rolling with me on this warrior's journey of information step by step through the stock market and these crypto exchanges, learning about finances. Want y'all to know that I'm still engaged in AMC, in GameStop, in multiple portfolios, okay? Because there are some haters out there that have attacked me because of my opinion about AMC, because of what I've experienced with GameStop. Now, just because you may see multiple videos of AMC, you may think that I was doing that for clout. No, it was because I was engaged and just as excited as a beginner as you may have been. I'm not talking to the professionals. I'm not talking about, talking to those guys or ladies that's been in the market for 10, 20 years. I'm talking about those that just started 5 years ago, 2 years ago, like myself. I learned about the stock market about almost 10 years ago, and I jumped in about maybe 5 years ago, and I didn't get serious about it until about 2 years ago. So, and I've known about crypto. I've been learning about crypto for years, but I didn't start buying crypto until about 2.5 years ago, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to show beginners like myself and cautious of investors that it's something to look into because a lot of us aren't taught financial literacy. And throughout this whole AMC phenomenon, this GameStop phenomenon, I'm more engaged and interested in what's going to happen with GameStop because I believe in GameStop a lot more than I believe in any other stock. And it's because of how I feel about gaming. I mean, I grew up, a nerd, in a sense. Now, if you go back and check out my channel, I was talking about GameStop just over a year ago. I decided to make the YouTube channel because of how I felt about GameStop. And not only that, I was so engaged that I couldn't eat, sleep, or anything if it wasn't about learning about stocks and how to operate dealing with them. Okay. That's why if you go back through my page, you will see me talking about good stocks because of the research and the homework that I was doing. And that's the reason why I feel like I was getting attacked with AMC, because of being a beginner and not knowing the full details of all the technicals, even though I know how to read, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to criminal activity. And that right there is what discouraged me from the technicals, because once you start dealing with corruption and manipulation, the technicals are thrown out the window. I mean, now you can use the numbers that you're given, but those same numbers are being manipulated. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you understand that. That's the reason why we're on this journey together. I'm not here to BS you. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and check, I talked about Vail. I talked about Vivian Solar. I talked about fuel cell energy. I had fuel cell energy when it was $2. I had plug power when it was $1, $2. And the reason why I ended up deepening my position in plug power was because of the merger with Walmart. Walmart is everywhere. I know they deal with hydrogen. You know what I mean? And I know that is going to be a reliable resource in the future when it comes to fuel. So I mean, believe me, I have an understanding of technology, even if I'm not capable of explaining the technicals to you the way that you think that I should. Believe me, I understand technology. So, I just want you to understand that ocean power technologies, I've been talking about that for, the last year. Now, this video, 10 months, because like I said, I started this channel to start talking about GameStop. I just wanted to, like I said, give beginners the confidence uh, uh, and let them know if they did some homework and they believed in the companies that they were researching, the possibilities, are there. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru. Like, I'm just here to let you know that there are other options besides what you've been taught. So, I just want y'all to see that, check this out. I mean, look, I talked about Nokia, a little bit of Bitcoin, but it was mainly about GameStop. You have this video right here, and I'm going to constantly keep on, even though it only has 125 views. You can see here 9 months ago when I said GameStop stock, 100 plus hood money investing theory, the future potential. And this was not based on technicals. You will hear me say in the video, I don't care about the technicals. When it comes to GameStop, I'm looking at the potential based on it being it's the only a gaming store with the potential to do mergers with any and every tech. It can, movies, games, anime. I mean, they're leading the forefront, brick and mortar. I mean, it's just, they have, I think, 30 to 60 million rewards plus members. It's just so much going on with GameStop at the moment that people don't know about, especially with this NFTs, and they're making gaming tokens and all this stuff, and gaming cafes. And I mean, oh man, if AMC does, some type of deal where, gamers can play in movie theaters, it's just so many different things that can take place with GameStop. And I was talking about this a year ago. You know what I mean? So I don't want people to think that I'm talking like you need to listen to me and I was right about AMC not going to 100,000 and all that. No, the technicals show that they're there. If you go listen to the videos, you will see or hear, say that the technicals, yes, they're there when it comes to how many shares they've shorted, how many synthetic shares that they've put into the market. Oh yeah, it's there if they had to pay it back. We talking trillions of dollars, but I've also talked about what it'll do to the economy, hyperinflation. I've also talked about, how it will decimate the stock market. It was just so many things that was tied into, in my opinion, like when it comes to politics, because money is access. And you talking about regular everyday people walking around with hundreds of millions of dollars. I just sat down and thought about it. Because I was excited. I was like, man, this would be an opportunity for us to help so many people. We can change the world. I mean, literally, if we want to, we can change the world if this plays out the way that it should, if it was legal, if it was fair, and it was, honest. But that's just not what's taking place. Look at where we're at, so I never tried to throw shots at any YouTubers or anything like that. And I know some people may not do conspiracy theories, but I like to play devil's advocate because that's the world that we live in. And I don't mean any disrespect. It's just that I've been dealing with, psychology for a long time, and human psychology, of course, for a long time. And, I'm not a professional. I didn't get a master's degree or anything, but that doesn't, take away from my abilities as an individual. I mean, you have your own natural senses, and I think I'm capable enough to look at a situation and see that we could be being manipulated on a higher scale to where this is actually playing out for their benefit, because this has been going on forever, as far as actors and actresses and plants and spies and agents and people that are bred to act like you, talk like you, walk like you, but their plan and their initiative is totally different. So that's the only reason why I was saying, I think we should stop being excited. And, the technicals at this point don't matter. I said that months ago. And then you see now, a month ago, YouTubers saying that I'm going to start talking about different stocks and this and this and this. That's why at some points you will see that I didn't do videos, because the corruption at that point had me a little bit, not discouraged emotionally, but discouraged like, wow, people are starting to understand this and educate themselves. And it seems like this is the world that they've always wanted to create. And then now people are starting to see it if they're aware of it, as far as how it is rigged to keep the little guy and lady down. You know what I mean? The people down. So that's what I was more so thinking about, the opportunity that we had and how that opportunity was scary for people that were in the 1% that couldn't imagine losing that type of control that they have, or losing the control that they have. So, I'm not going to try to just, keep rambling, but I just wanted to let y'all know I'm still engaged in multiple portfolios. I mean, I took profits, I had a strike price, a target, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, when they get past 50, I'm selling this amount. Bow. And then anything after that, another 50, bow. And then we gonna hold, and then if it go anywhere else, then, because at the end of the day, I was buying AMC at $5. I mean, so anything above, I'm winning. I'm not looking at it like I'm going to make millions of dollars, even though I could. That's the reason why I'm going to hold hundreds of shares, just in case we do have a MOAS, just in case we do have an explosive short squeeze. Because if we do, then I can capitalize off of still holding shares and not only profiting off of my discipline, saying, you know what, I know I'm excited. I know that I want this to go to 100K a share like everybody else. Like, I'm sitting around like I don't sleep more than 4 hours ever. You know what I mean? And it's not because of the stock market. It's just because I'm always moving. So, that's the reason why I'm always, trying to learn and grab more information, educate myself a little bit more about crypto and this, and just take bits and pieces that I can apply for myself and to help me understand, what's going on and what's taking place, because I have an understanding of technology and I can clearly see where the world is going, and that's just pretty much it. So, of course, I'm still engaged to all those out there, those apes, those honest apes, those honest diamond handlers, those honest AMC holders, retail holders. I mean, so not just about AMC and GameStop. Anybody in the retail market, that's in retail, excuse me, because if you're a retail investor and you're finding out what's going on, man, and you're trying to really build financial, if you're trying to build wealth or, understand financial literacy, and you're trying to be honest and do it the right way and invest, and you see all this, it is discouraging. So, I just, I can see, and I deal with it, but I've learned to, kind of strip like 95% of my emotions away from it, because I've seen my stock, plummet, and I've seen it go up 5 times what it was, or come down 5, then go up 10. So I'm at the point where I just believe in the companies that I purchase, the shares that I purchase. So, I know I'm rambling. I know, some of you guys may not like the way that I'm but this is what it is. You know, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm okay with that. You know, that's why I used to say, if you have any information, please, you know, put it down in the comment box for our beginner investors and traders, because we're trying to learn as much as possible, you know, and I'm going to take a coding class, and I'm going to still take classes to learn about the charts, you know, stock charts. So, you know, I just line things up and knock them down like dominoes as I go along. So everybody out there that's been tuning in on this warrior path of information and educating yourself about investing stocks and crypto, I appreciate the love. Please keep tuning in, and we going to smoke this market if they take out all this corruption. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to make it still work for them, but at least if the little, you know, people can get, you know, the people that's considered that 99%, if we could just start, you know, I mean, because we'll change the world, man. We'll really help people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way that it's supposed to be, you know. So if that happens, man, like I said, don't go out here buying giraffes and elephants and 22 Lambos and get Michael Jackson's monkey and go get his glittery socks, you know, and buy a Newport News truck, you know, and all that shit. Some people going to be out here buying Jedi spaceships and barbarous Benzes, and y'all gonna go crazy. I already know, and that's the only thing. I mean, I just don't want to see people give it back just as fast as they got it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking about it. I appreciate all y'all love, man. And I'm gonna keep on bringing it to y'all, man. We're gonna keep learning together, keep growing together. This is Hood Money Investing. You think this is Wall Street, you done made a wrong turn. You started seeing buildings boarded up, you know, people on the corner singing blues with fire, you know, coming out of trash cans or barrels, and you confused. You done made a wrong turn. Turn your ass around, go back to Wall Street. This is Hood Money Investing, man. And it may look dirty over here. It may look unorganized, but believe me, we learning, we growing, and we okay with it, you know that. I'm telling you, we okay with that. I love learning, you know, so please pass whatever information you got that can help me become a better investor. I'm out of here.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put y'all in the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.